MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Washington Nationals and the Kansas City Royals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Kane is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So digging in now, Robles. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And Moustakas has this one for route number 2. Here's Bryce Harper now. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Harper.
He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Well, Matt, I mean, the simple way to put it, they lost their last game. This is where
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
For the Royals, the center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now.
Third baseman, Mike Moustakas.
Into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Murphy's got it. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away. At the plate, Justin Morneau. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Scherzer looks in. First pitch on the way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Stepping up now, Daniel Murphy. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now a swing and a routine fly ball headed out toward Gordon in left. 1 gone. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
First delivery to him on the way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
I don't know what he was looking for right there, but man, he got a piece of that changeup, was able to foul it off, but that's a ball sitting right there for him to hit, and he was late with it, so I don't know what he's looking for something harder probably.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Left fielder.
Here's Jason Worth. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hard hit toward the hole. Throw in time, and the side is retired. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in, and he'll lead things off against Max Scherzer.
First baseman Eric Hosmer.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Right fielder Jorge
From the
Soler.
stretch, Jorge Soler is at the plate now, and he's quickly behind 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And that one stayed up a little high.
Count is full.
Waiting his turn on deck is Alex Gordon. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Batting 6.
Coming to the plate
Left
now,
fielder,
Alex Gordon. And he could give his
Gordon.
guys an early lead if he can come through here. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, he's got himself a little bit of a jam right here, Matt. He's got 2 on, nobody out. Look, I want to get a double play ball. Just pitch the contact, get the double play here.
Here comes Scherzer on 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Certainly a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, tie score. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Man, I tell you what, if I had a timeout and I went out there to talk to him, I'd say, look, we just got to minimize the damage. Bases loaded, no outs. We don't want them to blow the inning totally open.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. And a swing and a miss on a huge first out there as he sets him down swinging with the bases loaded.
The shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Line towards center field, and that's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. With Merrifield next to hit.
Second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul. Strike 1. 0-1. Here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Murphy ranging into shallow right, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Lorenzo Cain. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Change up, little bit inside, 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. That's in there, base hit. Gordon rounds third and is digging for the plate. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. Now at the plate, Anthony Rendon. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
He's set and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Finally, a take. No, seriously. That's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8.
Stepping into the box, Chris Heisey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
He's really throwing the ball well in this game, and the thing to me that stands out is that two-seamer. He's got great movement, and he's keeping hitters off balance with it.
A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. He's set. Here's the 0-1. This one's down to third. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. Ready for another chance. Trey Turner, 0 for 1 here in the early going. From the belt, the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mike Moustakas. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Mike Moustakas.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Fastball called for strike 2. Here it comes, 0-2. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. And now a pitch on the way. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Robles is right there, 1 down. Here's Justin Morneau. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat. Into the windup and the pitch. Curveball that time, not even close. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Digging in to try it again. Eric Hosmer. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. In is Jorge Soler. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Hit hard to third. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. So stepping in, Alex Gordon. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Scherzer comes set. Here it comes. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
Boy, Matt, we're watching him have great success on that exploding fastball at the top of the zone. And I'm telling you right now, you can't catch up to that. It looks great to you coming in, but yet.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Striding in once again, Robles comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Number 27.
Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th. Here's Bryce Harper now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Bryce Harper.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. Here comes the 1-0. A fastball that just misses inside.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hit out towards second, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Here's Daniel Murphy now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Daniel Murphy.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Well, he got a high strike on the fastball right there. That's pretty unusual. Usually early in the count, you're going to see a guy work down in the zone. That high fastball, usually the put-away pitch with 2 strikes. He pitched him backwards right here.
On to Hosmer, a double play, and the inning is over. Standing in, Salvador Perez.
Leading off the
He's set to
fourth for
lead
the
us
Royals.
off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Salvador Perez.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1 ball, no strikes.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate. Ready on 1 and 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop.
Now in the
2,
box, Alcides
Escobar.
Escobar coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. First offering on its way. High in the air out towards shallow right. Harper has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready now, Whit Merrifield. He flew out in his last at bat.
Whit Merrifield.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Hit hard up the middle. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
First baseman Ryan Zimmerman.
Now a swing by Zimmerman and a ball well hit out to deep left field. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo home run. Here's Jason Worth. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jason Worth.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Kane racing back at the track. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for Washington.
In now is Anthony Rendon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Rendon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, he doesn't have any walks yet. He's going to have to come in the zone right here and really avoid throwing that first walk of the game.
Ground ball left side. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. So striding forward now, Chris Heisey. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Swing and a liner, but foul.
Back-to-back changeups, and he fouled that one off right there. I don't think he's going to come back with the third one. I got to be thinking some other pitch is coming.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and that'll hold the count at 0-2. Here's another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Ready on 0-2. Got him. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Wieters.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Kane on the move. And that ends the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Lorenzo Kane. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Lorenzo Kane.
Into the windup and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Harper has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Harper has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Justin Morneau. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Justin Morneau.
This one's flared toward left center. Turner is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Trey Turner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a hot shot toward third. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double. So striding in, Robles, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the sixth. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So stepping in, Bryce Harper, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Well, the first two pitches are interesting, both away from the left-hander. Will he bust him back in and challenge him? It's going to be a good at-bat to watch.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Nationals.
Ready for another chance? Daniel Murphy. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gordon's after it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. First baseman Eric Hosmer is in. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far.
Eric Hosmer.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that is through into right field for a single. In is Jorge Soler. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Jorge Soler.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out. Here's the left fielder Alex Gordon. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Alex Gordon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
That's a big pitch right there in this situation. I may see him come back with that. This hitter's so amped up, ready to go. Nice job of pulling the string.
And he lays off for ball 1. Fouled back. Now the 1-2 home to Gordon. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
The catcher, number 13.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Scherzer comes set. Here's the first pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. And he misses with a high changeup that time, a dangerous pitch.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Hit back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. Royals leading this one as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do so, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Digging in and looking for more, Ryan Zimmerman comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Ryan Zimmerman.
And a foul tip held onto here at strike 1.
He's been getting ahead in the count all game long. I think the key has been working off his fastball.
Hit on the ground out to short. There is Escobar. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for Washington.
Riding in once again, Jason Worth. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 6.
Digging in to try it again, Anthony Rendon. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
This is line to left, and Gordon will make the catch to retire the side.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. A hit in 2 tries so far.
The shortstop, Alcides Escobar.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. Here's Scherzer now 1-1. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Harper is over. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Ready for another shot 15, now. Whit Merrifield. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
Merrifield.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The windup and the 0-1. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now look out as that pitch sends him tumbling to the ground.
2-2.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Now this is swung on, and here's another fly ball out to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Number 6.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lorenzo Cain. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Scherzer's ready. Here's the first pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. Now a big swing by Moustakas, but he won't be able to keep this one in play. It's into the seats, foul. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Pulled toward right center field. Robles on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Ready once again, Chris Heisey. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Hitter, Chris.
Adam Eaton will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 2, Adam Eaton.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. The 1-0 delivery. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Matt Wieters.
From the stretch. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Swing and a ball hit deep down the left field line, but that'll be a loud foul ball.
Well, when you're hitting with 2 strikes, you're just in battle mode. Right there, he gets a breaking ball. He just fouled it off. Got a piece of it and stays alive.
A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Shortstop.
Coming to the plate now, Trey Turner. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
We talk about that first pitch and how important it is. Well, we're watching a guy right now that's throwing 80% to the hitters right now. The first pitch for a strike. When you do that, you're going to pitch deep in the games like we're seeing right now.
Merrifield will put this one away, and the side is retired. So striding forward now, Justin Morneau. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
Justin Morneau.
Sammy Solis is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Sammy Solis.
Billy Burns is going to grab a bat here as he looks to try to set the table in the bottom of the 8th as they look for some insurance. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, this is not how he wanted to come into this game out of the bullpen. The leadoff man of the inning, he finds himself down 3-0 in count. He's got to take a deep breath, refocus, and get back in this game.
And that's finally over for a strike. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
The first baseman,
digging in once again, Eric Hosmer. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he is out at second base on a great throw from Wieters. 1-1 coming now to Hosmer. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4. Into the box now, Jorge Soler. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. 1-0 pitch on the way. Oh, and that looked like the very definition of flailing there. It's even at 1. Outside, 2-1.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
One there, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Now to the plate, Robles. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Adam Lind is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. Hit sharply on the ground. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. At the plate, Bryce Harper. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
looking to send him packing again. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there. You're down 0-2. You're in protect mode. You want to chase that ball. Nice layoff.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Now batting, Daniel Murphy. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Pitch on the way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
They've done a real nice job keeping this guy into wraps in this one. No hits for him so far, and what stands out to me is they're going right after him. They're not pitching him like they're afraid he's going to do any damage.
A crowd in excess of 37,000 come to their feet. Weekly hit towards first. The tag, and he is out. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was outstanding in this one. I mean, we talked about his dominance.